What if the COVID-19 vaccine has side effects? A very logical question, isn't it? While the end of the pandemic is finally in sight as India gets ready to kick off the vaccination program, there are many who are saying, vaccine leke kuch ulta seedha ho gaya to? First, dear friends, side effects are common in most vaccines and most vaccines come with these warnings. So, if you are hearing about side effects, it is normal. And agar kuch hua, to the government is readying a plan for it at each vaccine site. Before taking you through the plan, let's see what are the chances of having these adverse effects. So the Health Ministry in its briefing said that an adverse event, which is the side effect of the COVID-19 vaccination, cannot be ruled out, and states and union territories must prepare for these as part of the vaccination program. Even vaccination drives that have kicked off in the US and the UK have shown side effects in many people, including severe allergic reactions in people with allergies, but very rarely have been reported to be serious. Now, what can the side effects be? Side effects in the medical jargon are called adverse events following immunization, or AEFIs. According to the center's guidelines issued to the states and the union territories, the AEFIs of the COVID vaccine can have three categories. First come the minor AEFIs. These are minor reactions that are common and self-limiting. For example, pain and swelling at the injection site, fever, irritability, malaise, etc. Then come the severe AEFIs. These are non-hospitalized cases of increased severity which do not lead to long-term problems but can be disabling. For example, non-hospitalized cases of allergic reactions that can be recovered from, high fever, change in physical reactions, sepsis, etc. Then come the serious AEFIs. These include anaphylactic shock deaths, hospitalizations, clusters, disability, or anything that is the cause of media reports or community or parental concern following vaccination. Now, the government has said that the exact list of expected side effects could be different based on the safety profiles of the vaccines that finally get approved for use. The top three vaccines that are currently awaiting the government's approval in India are Pfizer-BioNTech, Oxford-AstraZeneca, and Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. So far, the trials of these vaccines have AEFIs in the minor category or in the severe category, and the percentage of such cases is not very high. The cases in the serious category that required hospitalization after trials were almost negligible. Some were reported to be not linked to the vaccine. Now, despite that, the government has asked for more data and analysis of the trials from all the three manufacturers before giving them approval. Now, what happens if you show side effects? Here's how the government is planning and preparing for it. Vaccinators are actively being trained to detect, prevent, control, and manage the possible minor or severe AEFIs. Every vaccination site will be linked to a designated AEFI management center. The states have been asked to identify at least one AEFI management center in each block, which can be a primary health center, a community health center, a district hospital, or even a private health facility that has medical officers and paramedical staff. These side effects or adverse events will be registered on the COVIN app and website, which the government is going to use to mandatorily register people before they get vaccinated for further monitoring and management. Simultaneously, they will also be reported to the concerned medical officers of the block or the area. The vaccinators are to counsel all beneficiaries as to what side effects they should be mentally prepared for so that they don't panic later. There are expected to be more detailed guidelines for those who are supposed to get vaccinated in case they are already allergic to any of the contents in the vaccine or have other preliminary conditions like pregnancy, diabetes, other chronic illnesses, etc. Now, if the last 5 minutes made you a little nervous, don't worry. As multiple experts have told the Quint over the past few months, no vaccine gets approval from the government and is licensed for public use unless and until the benefits aren't proportionately larger than the risks that come along with it. If there have been adverse events during the trials, it has only helped the vaccine manufacturers and the government ready themselves to deal with them so that you and I as citizens can get ready for a better 2021.